Divas. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. And today I am joined by a true multi-hyphenate. She's a singer. She's a reality TV star. She's the host, most importantly, of Jessa Couple Things, which you got to follow on all platforms. And now, honestly, her boldest hyphen yet is being a true dumpster diva with me on Dumpster Dive. Jessie, welcome to the podcast. Jessie Woo. I didn't even say your full name. Jessie Woo, welcome to the show. That's me. Your Haitian brother, Tom Hamlet.
Yes, my Haitian. You know what's so funny?
What?
There are Haitians who really look like you.
And that's where we stopped the recording. No, I'm kidding. Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. Like my mom always tells a story about like when I was like a toddler, and we were in Haiti, and like we were on a jitney on one of those little the tap-taps buses in Haiti, and I was like, and I said in Creole, I was like, Mama, pour que ça gon blanc sous tap la? Like I was like, why is there a white man here? And he started speaking to me in Creole, and my mama was like, well, there are white people here as well. Okay,
there's a thing called colonization.
Hello. Okay, welcome to your mama's TED Talk.
Well, you know, you learned something new. I am not going to try and speak any sort of Haitian languages here today, but I'm so happy to have you with me here on the podcast. Jessie and I connected on Threads through the Love Island space. You are one of the brighter lights in the Love Island space because most of the people in the Love Island space online seem to be just kind of shelling out death threats.
Well, I mean, I got a lot of death threats.
Me too. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I had people lie on me saying that I laughed at an essay that never happened. Like it just was like covering Love Island was crazy this year for me. I was like, whoa, like I covered it last season and it was like, you know, just kikis.
Yeah.
This season, it's like, first of all, the racism was crazy on the show. And I think it woke up a certain part of the internet as well. And so it was just weird as hell. So I even think I crashed out on my last Love Island live. I crashed out. I was like, baby, I need a break. This is bring back Love is Blind. Bring back Chris Colleen's raggedy ass. I can handle him. Y'all.
What's crazy too is like I'm specifically on Love Island, like these Love is Blind ages a little older. Love Island, we're truly fighting over like 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. I mean, to me, that's a child still. Like, it's
Literally.
like, whoa, you guys put the phone down. Like, we're all trying to hee ha ha, and you're over here fighting for this woman whose name starts with an H and ends with an Uda, who is 20 years old.
Like, it just was a lot. It was a lot. So I'm happy. Love is Blind is insane this season too. It's just crazy work, but I'm happy that we're gonna be talking about the Real Housewives. I feel like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is cinema. These bitches this is cinema. This is Oscar performances. So
I know,
I'm excited about talking about this.
It makes me believe, you know, AI is taking over our world in ways that are so overwhelming. They will never take our Housewives of Salt Lake City. AI could never piece together the sentences, the storylines. I mean, this episode, we'll get into it in a second, but like we got a full deep dive into Mary marrying her grandfather, which I almost forgot even was a thing because we've surpassed that version of her. We are living in this like Mary as our comedy queen space, not Mary as a pastor who married her step grandfather. So AI could never write that storyline about a step grandfather being put in a will for a woman to pass down. It's crazy. Wait, but on Love is Blind, can you sell me? Should I be watching this season or no?
Let me tell you something.
Because I bowed out a couple seasons ago.
This season right here, if you want to talk about dumpsters, I mean, this is fresh out of a garbage can. It's like the casting this season, they were just like, you know what? We're going to give y'all racism, ableism, homophobia, Asian hate. Like it is just it's bad. We're going to make Black women suffer like we do every season. We are going to bring on someone who it looks like might be on the spectrum, and we're going to portray him to be, you know, kind of rapey. Like, it's just bad. Like, it's a hard season to get through. It really is. I mean, there are some entertaining parts, but it's really a hard season to get through. There's a girl who's actually going blind on it. I said, well, what a way to intend a pun. What a way to
Love really is blind, I guess.
You know, I might be going blind by next year. What's going on? Like, this season, it's a
that's
mess.
Crazy.
It's
well, see, the premise of the show, I think in its initial conceit makes sense. Like, it is an interesting conversation to have. Like, could you fall in love with the idea of a person just by hearing, you know, their voice and everything? I think, though, with the way the world is now and how racist and how ableist and how just name an ist and it's just rampant.
Yeah.
It's so hard to build a show around, like, but just love them for who they are, because like a lot of these people are crazy. A lot of people are wild these days. People are crazy.
They're insane. And I'm just realizing too that comprehension is a lost art.
We've lost that, Jessie. That's left us.
Like, some of these kids should have been left behind. These are not the kids Whitney Houston was saying was the future. It's just it's not it. It's not it. And yeah, I do think, me personally, I think Love is Blind was specifically created for Lauren and Cameron.
They are the gold standard. They're amazing. Like,
Lauren and Cameron, shout out to them. I was at their baby shower a couple weeks ago. Like, I'm so happy for them. But I think by season 3, the show definitely just lost the plot. So yeah. Listen, if you feel down and out about your life, put on Love is Blind. That's what I'll say. If you feel down and out, if you're having a low moment, put on this season of Love is Blind. I can guarantee you will leave feeling better about yourself.
You're like, damn, I'm have my shit together.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into Salt Lake City. So once again, guys, we are covering Salt Lake City here on the podcast for this season exclusively. So today we're diving into episode 4. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for Dumpster Dive, as well as all of the places that you get podcasts if you want the video version of this. Wait, Jessie, also, we didn't plug your show. Tell everyone about Jessa Couple Things.
Oh, Jessa Couple Things. It is my podcast that I release every Friday. Actually, this week I have a guest who will be speaking on a pretty viral lawsuit. She is one of the women who's filing a lawsuit against Lizzo. And so she had a lot to talk about. And I'm actually really proud of this sit down, especially for her. She didn't do any mudslinging. It was literally just telling her experience.
Yeah.
And so, you know, on my podcast, I really like to talk about like just pop culture, you know, and the happenings, but I am trying to pivot into doing more interviews. So I I'm thankful for this one. It's a really good sit down. It shines a light on the mistreatment of people in the entertainment space when you're going to work for folks. I think a lot of people think that in the entertainment space, it's all glam. You know, you're working for a celebrity and it's all cool, it's all fun. And it's like, nah, it's a lot of people get taken advantage of financially. Your time gets taken advantage of. A lot of people don't understand how medical care works in the entertainment space, how oftentimes it's not readily available. Like, it's a lot of foolery that happens.
Yeah.
And I think that this sit down that I'm going to have with her name is Asha Daniels, it shines a light on that. So I look forward to people watching it. But every Friday, 10 a.m., new episode drops.
Yeah, go check it out, y'all. I'll make sure to tune into that one specifically. That sounds great. I think people really don't understand how little money there is in entertainment unless you are at the top of the entertainment business. I think it's very misunderstood that, you know, people are ranking in tons of like
I shot a movie this summer for a network. I'm not even gonna say the network yet, but I shot a movie and my paycheck was $4,500.
No, that's a mess. Yeah. No,
How are you supposed to? how are you supposed to live off of that? Like, you know, I think people just have this notion that, oh, it's all glam. And I get it, because celebrities, or, you know, a lot of folks, they look like they're over consumers, and, you know, they're at this fashion show, that fashion show, or this event and that event. And you don't know, these people be like one paycheck away from poverty. Like, it doesn't look like it because they have a blue check, but yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Agreed. Well, you know who's also one check away from poverty is a lot of the Salt Lake City housewives, I think. That Utah is built on sand and MLMs. Like, what is it's gonna fall eventually, don't you think? I mean, all these businesses. When Lisa Barlow's trying to do whose business is worse off, I'm like, girl, I think you should just leave it. Like, don't do this here. Don't do this on camera, because everyone at that table has some sus work under on their resume.
Everybody, even Heather with her books that nobody buying. Please,
a third book. She got a third book deal.
Please.
What are we doing? What else is there to write about?
What are we talking about?
Please tell me it's a work of fiction.
Like, please.
At this point, please.
Please, because what are you talking to us about? Please, let's be real.
Well, you know what, though? People will buy it. People love her. I am not a part of that camp.
I think she's hilarious. I think she's entertaining. I wouldn't say I love her. I think she is entertaining, though.
Yeah.
But she be doing the most.
They all are.
But
so we open up.
Not moster than Lisa, though. My God.
No, she's the queen of the most. So we open up on, we're still back in this bizarro dismissed lawsuit luncheon.
Lord.
And it's crazy to me. It's still, the whole last couple of weeks since that first episode aired of the lunch, I was like, what energy it must take to be so high on your own supply. Like, she is so high. Lisa really believes that she runs this town. She believes she runs the film. I think she thinks she runs the entertainment industry. Like, no. And these lawsuits aren't real, I think, that she has up. I think there are lawsuits that are not being put up there that are real, that have yet to be, you know, spoken on. So it's a mess, but somehow we come to some form of resolution. I've never been at a table where me and my friends all scream at each other, and then an hour later are like, can we just say that in the end we love each other? Like, I just don't think that's real.
I love you all, even though ain't no I love you all, bitch. You just was screaming at me, and you be throwing drinks, and just like I think, like, out of all the housewives, like out of all the franchises, the two housewives to me that just are so dangerous in their behavior is her and Tamra Judge. Like, just the way, like, there's this switch that turns on, and they both just start yelling and screaming and saying the most, like, obscene things. It's like, what is going on? And then, I love you, girl. What?
Yeah, I think that it's a bit of they think they're doing Housewives, but, like, they're both a little too. They don't have a humor about themselves, so they can't, like, lean into it a little bit, because in the end, the things they're screaming about do actually deeply hurt their feelings, and they can't. I don't know that they know how to acknowledge
they don't have
that,
the
like,
wit.
Yeah, they don't get that. Like, if you can't say it nice, say it funny sort of mentality that a lot of people on these shows do. That's why I personally love Angie, because Angie does say some mean ass shit about these ladies, but it's kind of hilarious, like the way she goes about it, like her digs on Lisa and that shampoo that had dust all over it, and
oh my God,
it's funny.
Oh my God,
it's funny, but Lisa takes it personally.
Dust. Yeah, she does. Your shampoo was you and your son's shampoo was collecting dust, like, because ain't nobody was shampooing nothing. Your shit don't even lather, you unlathering hoe. Like, it was like, yes, get her ass.
Get her. Yeah, so, but before we got to that, Angie brought up at they were just, Lisa's coming for everyone's businesses in defense. And so Angie's like, well, what happened to Fresh Wolf? Like, that was a thing you did on this television show. And it's nowhere to be found.
Right.
And she's essentially like, don't bring up the kids, don't do this. It's like, girl, you're the one that made your kids a business on national television. It's going to come up.
My thing that I really hate a lot of times, like when I watch these shows, it's like, oh, you talked about my kids. No, I did not. Like, I did not say anything specifically about your child. Like you just said, your child was linked to this business. So I'm focusing on you and your business. It just so happened to be your child is tied to it. I just really, really hate that. Like, it's like, can we please? And then like, can y'all please stop acting like y'all don't be talking about each other's kids? Cause y'all do. Please, like, can we please be for real? I'm not saying it's right, but
no,
all y'all talk about each other's kids.
Parents do that in real life. Like, parents talk about other kids at their kids' school, their kids' parents, everything. It's a thing.
I grew up Haitian. Like, my mom would be like, so you don't, why you don't have their good, like, her kids? You don't see her kids have sweaters? You have sweat bees. What is that? Like, please, like, I grew up like that. Like, they're bringing up other kids. They're comparing you to other kids and other people's parents. Like, that is a thing. It's something that happens in all of our cultures. Like, please stop acting like it's an off-limit thing. It's not. As long as you're not, you know, being disgusting and you're like, you know, throwing jabs at somebody's child. I just don't get the whole kids is off limits. Y'all are on a show where y'all are showcasing your kids, your families, your husband. Like, it's all on the show. So how is it off limit? If it's on camera, it's on limits.
Right.
Period.
Well, last season, or was it last season or 2 seasons ago? Regardless, Lisa's eldest son, he was going on his mission, and she featured it on the show. Yep. Which, don't get me started on missions, but a mess. But regardless of that, that was the whole thing on the show. And then people talked about it on the show because, like, she was making it her storyline that I'm sending my kid away on a mission. And then she was like, why are we talking about the children? It's like, you are taking to the camera right here and saying, like, I don't like that he's going so far away on his mission. I don't know that he believes in the mission. And then when someone else said it, it's a problem. You brought it up. You brought it up.
Exactly. It's a talking point. So guess what? We're all going to talk about it. Period. Like, again, I'm not for like calling another person's child names or being disrespectful, but like, if something's on camera, if you're filming it and it's a talking point, why can't I talk about it? Like, it's just weird to me.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
So Heather gives this emotional kind of cheers and is like, let's move on. And somehow they do. And then Brittany, the friend of Brittany, she posted on Instagram, I guess, that they all went and got like dinner after this. And we're all like buddy. She had a video of them all just like cheersing and laughing. And I'm like, okay, like, I know the show is like fake-ish, but like, this is crazy. Like, you guys can really like, just go hang out after this.
That's like, you know, there was one time Nene Leakes did an interview. I think it was like on Carlos King. And she was like, there were some scenes that they would shoot and like, I mean, mud is being swung. And then after, well, let's go get a drink, girl. What we doing? What bar we hitting up? And it's like, bitch, you just called me broke. Like, what drinks am I buying? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like now with social media too, it's like, can y'all please just keep something secret? Keep some things secret so we can think that this is real. Please, like, let me be ignorant for a little bit. Please, y'all are ruining it.
I completely agree. That did upset me. I was like, Brittany, I don't want to see this. But we get some scenes kind of bopping around. A highlight here was Heather and Mary get lunch, and Mary says that she doesn't like to drink tequila because it smells or tastes. No, it tastes like hospital. It tastes medicinal. Do you drink tequila, Jessie?
I love tequila down.
See, I can't do it.
I'm a rum girl first. I'm a Caribbean girl. I'm rum first. Tequila second.
Got it. Tequila, I like it.
I don't really like vodka.
Yeah.
What do you like?
Well, I like tequila, but my physical body has a reaction to it that I still don't totally know why it does this. But I break out into hives when I have tequila sometimes.
Tequila?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Is it depending on the brand or just tequila period?
So I think it is kind of brand specific, but also I I can drink mezcal. Okay. It's like regular tequila. I can't, but you don't like mezcal. See, I like mezcal. It is good to me, but
I feel
and
like
then I like vodka.
Like, I feel like mezcal tastes like tequila with rubber tussing together. It's like,
that's the one that tastes like hospital.
Yeah, take this if you're trying to heal up and you're trying to get fucked up at the same damn time. Like, no, I hate that.
No, I mean I'm basic, and so I like a nice vodka martini. Sadly, you know.
Okay.
It is who I am. I love Mary returning to It Tastes Like Hospital, because, you know, season 1 she said that Jen Shaw smelled like hospital.
She did.
Yeah. And it's a savage read, and it also is very specific, and I think we all generally understand what that means, though, because there is a very specific sensory like recognition to a hospital. Like, and I don't want to be around anything that tastes or smells like hospital.
No. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. Except for the apple juice. I'll take the apple juice. I love the hospital apple juice for some reason.
So good that you punch the straw into. Yeah. That sounds good. I want some right now.
I love it down.
Next we get this little moment between Whitney and Justin. Now, this had me actually cackling. They were filming a scene. They called production. They're like, we got nothing today. Like, come over. We're gonna set up our stripper pole and talk about our stripper pole. She says she wholeheartedly says to camera, I miss when people used to say, Whitney's that girl in Salt Lake City with the stripper pole, and now I'm just a CEO. I'm like, girl, you're not.
And mind you, a CEO of what?
Well, remember what I said about MLMs.
What business venture is it this month, Whitney? Please, a CEO of what?
I know. Do you know the drama? Have you followed like the TikTok drama about her business?
The Alibaba.
Well, that's yes, it's sort of connected to that. But she had this. It was called Prism, and she had this. It was an MLM, so there were people selling the jewelry and all that stuff. And she had an event allegedly that, for all of like the top sellers to go and like talk about how they can sell more. And all of the sellers got to the venue, and there was no signage. There was nothing. And it was out of state. They traveled. And so I don't know if they took legal action against her, but like they went to TikTok and were like, we're here at what was supposed to be the Prism like meetup, and no one knows what we're talking about, like at this hotel.
People made videos?
Yes.
No, I didn't see that.
I'll find them. I'll send them to you. It's good.
Oh, girl.
I mean, it's a mess, but it's good entertainment.
Oh, Whitney, please sit your ass down. Talking about CEO, just girl.
Please. Now, what are your thoughts on Bronwyn? Because I know, once again, you took a little break from watching the show. You jumped in last season.
Love Bronwyn down.
Okay, great.
She reads the girlies for Phil. I actually think Lisa has her match.
I don't think it's a match. I think she's better than her at it, to be honest.
I think she's better because she thinks things through. She's more strategic with what she says. And if you fire at her, be ready, because she's going to fire back, and it's going to be 10 times what you said. That whole gout dick moment, and she was like, okay, so I suck my husband's dick. Okay, don't you suck dick? Like, it was like, yes. Like, I feel like she reads really well, and she stands up for herself really well. I think she's funny. I think she's fun. I love the way she dresses. Like, I think she's got that gaudy pop 90s type of vibe. Like, I don't know. Like, it just gives like, I just love her down. I actually wish her and Mary would link up more. I know that she was kind of like brought in. Was she brought in by Mary? No, she was brought in by Lisa. No, she was
brought in by Lisa, which is the craziest part.
Yeah. But I wish her and Mary would link up more. I think her scenes with Mary.
Mary was on Watch What Happens Live last night, and I believe that she said on the show that Bronwyn and her are very, very close now. Like, I think they become really close through this season, and they're like, they're best of friends. I agree. I think we need the two of them. I think Mary gained a lot of respect for her in that luncheon scene we got in that first or second episode, whenever that was, because I think she was like, oh, you are good at this. And like
Yes.
you know how to put this woman in her place. Because Lisa is a bully. She is.
Oh
She
my
just bullies
God.
people and says the most base insults. And it makes for good TV. It does. We would not have, you know, story movement here without it. But Bronwyn Bronwyn and Lisa kind of have a sit down here and they like talk about how they can move forward, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Bronwyn still checks her. And I'm like, thank God because Lisa's trying to be like, you know, I don't like, I don't think you're a slut. And it's like, well, you did. You called me a pig and you said that I sucked gout dick.
Like literally, that you suck gout dick for money. Like literally, like, and then like you went on a campaign to talk about a necklace that like, it just was like you were talking about shit that had nothing to do with you. Mind you, you're throwing stones from a glass house.
Right.
And then like, I'm really happy that she brought up the whole thing about her daughter. Like you had no business saying the whole pregnancy thing, that she allegedly hid her pregnancy. Like that's a fucked up thing to say. And Lisa knew exactly what she was doing by saying that. Like you knew what you were doing. Like you hit really low below the belt. And then when she brings up, well, you said this about my husband. That girl never said nothing about your husband.
No.
Like literally, like, please, like it's just I'm really happy that she's checking her. But she's letting her know, yeah, you know, I'm, you know, white flag and all, but this white flag will turn red really quickly.
Yep.
Really quickly.
Agreed.
Like,
and the thing about the kid that she brought up about like her ex-boyfriend and then the kid and the parents and everything, Lisa is so aware of this television show, probably more than anyone else. That's what she's so inauthentic, I think, in a lot of ways.
She's heavily produced.
Right. And so she knows when she brings that up, she can claim she didn't know. She can claim that I didn't do that out of malintent, but it's like, well, what were your intentions of bringing up like my family drama on the show? It was going to be something we never talked about. What was your intention there?
What is your intention? Like, what is your intention when you say, oh, well, they said that you was hiding your, like, what is your intent? I really want people to be for real. Like, because this is not just a housewives thing, but it's just like in everyday life. Like when people say certain things, it's like, you really gonna act like you don't understand the ramifications for what you just said. Like, please be for real. Please be for real. Some things just need to be left in the group chat, or some things, journal it, bitch. You don't need to say it for the cameras. Like, it just was too much. It was too much. And then imagine saying that, mind you, this is supposed to be your friend. You know her daughter. So her daughter's going to hear this.
It's crazy. It's also, like, let's go back to our other point, for someone who doesn't want the kids brought up. I just like put that together. Jesus, the woman is unhinged. She's unhinged. The through lines are just not there. It doesn't work.
Unhinged.
Next we have this. So we talked about this a little bit at the beginning. I want to dive into the Mary and her church. The church. Yes. I think we're not getting the full story here. The church has been closed for renovations for 2 years. Now, the inside of this church, I'm sure someone's doing this on TikTok somewhere. It doesn't look renovated to me. It looks the same as it did before. And I'm trying to understand what the reasoning is behind. And I love Mary, but there's something weird going on here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Mary reveals that
it don't take no damn year to change the flooring, and please.
No, it doesn't. And you don't close a church for that.
No. 2 weeks ago, I had carpet. This room was carpet, okay? Shout out to Emerson, okay? One thing about Latinos, they gonna come in your house, they gonna renovate quickly, okay? Got to work, got rid of all my carpet upstairs, and got me together quick. It don't take a year to renovate. And then it's not a massive church. It's not a big ass, it's not a cathedral, lady. Like, please, like, stop acting like it takes forever to change certain things. Like, something is very, very off. Also, I kind of feel like, why are we not seeing her husband? Like, she did kind of answer it in last season's reunion that, you know, her husband was just kind of just not interested in being seen. But why though? because he was all in the camera season 1. I mean, there was kind of some backlash by that, but still, like,
yeah. I think their relationship is incredibly transactional. Like, I think that there are some. Now, this is I don't know this, allegedly. I think that there's probably some inner workings in, like, their marriage, like they cannot get divorced, or she no longer has access to the church anymore, because this is a thought that I've had. Once again, this is not something I know, just because she talks a lot about how the reason she married her step grandfather, which is what he is because, which is crazy, because her grandmother was like, I need you to take on the church. I don't want your mom, my daughter, to take on the church. And the only way I can do that is through my marriage. So you just have to marry him. And somehow they had a kid. Those logistics I don't need to spend too much time thinking about. and here we are. I think they can't ever split up. So I just think they live very separate lives.
My Lord.
Yeah.
What a mission to bestow upon your granddaughter. Like, what is going on? Now, what is going on? That is not the work of the Lord. I'm here to tell y'all that's not the work of the Lord.
I was trying to say that in a way that wasn't.
That's not the work of the Lord at all.
No.
But you know what? You might be right. But in addition to that too, I'm kind of like lost on, like, okay, what is Mary's role going forward? Like
at the church?
When it comes to like the church, and like, just like, what is your role going forward? Like, are you going to be leading congregation? Are you going to be leading the sermons? Like, are you going to be, what's your ministry, Mary? I kind of want to get into that this season. Like, what's going on? What's your ministry? What has the Lord told you to do with your ministry in Utah?
Ms. Mary?
It's
interesting, because if it really is your ministry, like, you left the church and the congregation seemingly once again, I don't know, but seemingly unattended for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't. I grew up in the church. Like, that doesn't feel like I grew up going to the church every Sunday and Wednesday.
Right.
I've never once was like, we're remodeling. Go find another church for a little.
No.
It's weird.
Nah. Like, the doors of the church gonna stay open, period. Like, you don't just stop leading your sheep. So it's like the shepherd just left the sheep. Like, what is the sheep doing? Jesus never did that.
Yeah,
he wasn't just gonna
know.
leave his sheep stranded. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. And church is big business, especially in Utah. Like, it is big business. You don't just close down the church for 2 years. Like, what is happening? Like, what really happened? Like, is there a scandal going on? Is that the real reason why she closed the doors of the church? Like, is somebody trying to take Mary's place down in the church? Like, what's going on?
No, that sounds interesting. I feel like there's a whole show in there, in that church. But, and also, I have to imagine that being a non-Mormon, like, religious space is far and few between there, and business has to be booming, because there's not that many options for people who aren't Mormon there. Like, that's just everywhere.
Let's just keep it real. It ain't a lot of black churches down in Utah. Okay,
yeah, that too.
So again, Miss Mary, Pastor Mary, what's going on? Tell the congregation what's the truth. You don't just close the doors of the church for two years. And then, all right, well, let's open it back up. Girl, what?
It's time to open up shop again.
That's not how this works, okay?
No. Now, so Mary's mother just passed away, and she's sitting there with her cousin, and they really go into I think in season 1 it was more of a punchline, to be honest, that she married her grandfather. In this, she's being pretty open and honest about kind of that's just what grandma wanted, and I just had to do it against my better judgment.
Yeah.
I need a full, like, 120-minute long documentary. I need to sit down from every person in that family. I just feel like we will never get the full tea on what happened in that church when grandmother was passing away.
No, seriously. this is one of the reasons why I really look forward to Mary and Bronwyn connecting more. I feel like they should be more closer because they both have mother wounds.
Yeah.
When she talks about her mom, it's just pretty clear that her mom did not like her. Like, just did not like her, wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. Like, it just gives that. And also it kind of gives that she's still dealing with a lot of the hurt, the residue of her upbringing with her mom and her mom not liking her and her mom not just mistreating her, but mistreating her siblings as well. But it just feels like Mary got a big brunt of it. So yeah, like I think there's even more tea there.
Yeah.
Even more. Because
agree.
again, like going back to your grandmother too, wanting to skip over your mom to get to you so much because she wanted her inheritance to go to you. She didn't want your mom to touch it. Like it's just so much. It's so much there.
And her cousin says that her mom showed up to the church and had to be escorted out by security or the police because she was like trying to take over a coup on the church, essentially. Which is like,
on the church is insane.
It's crazy. Church coup.
A church coup is insane.
Church coup is so funny to me.
A church coup. That's insane.
It's a funny turn of phrase.
No, it's insane. and mind you, like, again, like, you know, because I don't know what's the dynamic in your church or the churches that you grew up in, but like in the Black church, who the church is passed down to, that is a big deal. It is dramatic. It is a lot. Like even recently, like I'm looking at TD Jakes, like I felt like he was passing down his ministry to his daughter for a year straight. I'm like, every Sunday you're going to have a presentation about Sarah taking over the church? Like, how many speeches we on? And now I bestow to you. Like, how many Sundays are we going to do this? I'm tired. Like, it is a
get it. You're leaving.
We
Just
get
go.
We get it. You got caught down at the Diddy party. We saw the pictures. We get it. Okay. We get it. Damn. You got caught at the Diddy brunch. We get it. Now you passing on down to church. Okay. Like it is a big deal, like passing down. So for her grandmama to pass over her mama, like I wonder what the tea is. Like it's gotta be some tea. And she's kind of spoken about it a little bit, but it's gotta be some deeper tea between her mama and her grandmother. Like it's just a lot. I feel like Mary's been through a lot. And there's still so many layers we still haven't gotten to because I think Mary has a lot of trouble expressing herself too. Yeah. Like she's very hesitant and she's I feel like she's regressed a little bit with what she shares. But she's still entertaining. Like I never want her to leave this show. Like I never want her to leave. But I'm like, okay, I kind of do want her to open up a little bit more now.
I think it's just going to be slow. I don't think that I think this just was never something in her world that she thought she would do, a show like this. And so I just think that thankfully she carries wit and like just a general kookiness that is so watchable. Yeah. I think we'll slowly get more and more. But yeah. Well, speaking of mom stuff though, we get this insane mother-daughter scene with Bronwyn, and I think her name was Muzzy or Muzzy, something.
Muzzy.
That my jaw was on the floor. So essentially, last week she had a scene also where she was like, "You better get used to taking care of old people because Todd is the next one to be in a home," essentially, and that she would be nowhere if she hadn't married for money. God. That was crazy. It's like, well, you also wouldn't be sitting in this home letting us take care of you if I hadn't married for money. So I wouldn't sound too mad about it.
The nerve.
And we get this unpacking essentially of her childhood as like a young mother living at home in the Mormon church with Mormon parents, and she essentially just says that your daughter is becoming a slut because you're a slut. Yeah. Wild work. What are your thoughts, Jessie?
You know, I've talked about this before on my channel. You know, I haven't shied away about talking about my relationship with my mom. That's something that I've talked about, like, recently just started talking about. And, you know, I think that it's so normalized to talk about bad fathers. It's not normalized to talk about bad mothers. But I'm really, while this was a very ugly scene, I'm really happy that we're kind of shining a light on mother-daughter relationships that we usually don't shine a light on. For instance, like even in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Sutton and her mother, my God, like, but I didn't think anything can beat that. Muzzy?
No, I would take whatever that woman's name was any day over Muzzy.
Oh my God. Like, Muzzy clearly doesn't like her daughter.
No.
Okay. And it has nothing to do with her daughter not being a good daughter, her daughter not being a good Mormon. It has everything to do with the fact that Bronwyn seemingly has always lived her life outside the lines. She's colored outside the lines, and her life has still panned out great. Versus, I think her mother, who was Mormon, the Book of Mormon. Okay, and her life has not panned out the way she sees Bronwyn's life. Like, oh my God, you did all the things wrong, but yet you're still being rewarded for that. You're still in this big old house with this rich husband. What about me? Like when she said the thing about how, oh, if it wasn't for me watching out after your child would have probably went into foster care. What?
That isn't and she made it. She immediately after saying it, Bronwyn's like, that literally, you just made that up. Like, that is just not in any world something that was ever on the table. That's like a storyline that you made up in your head, that you didn't get to go to the local coffee shop every day like you wanted to, and so because of having to take care of this child who would be in foster care, if it's just it's insane to me. And you know, I think faith is one of the most interesting parts of this show, because I think it plays a role in so many of these dynamics. And I no longer go to church and don't really know what I believe in.
I don't blame you. I say this as someone who grew up in church. My father was a preacher. My grandmother had a big Kojic ministry in Montreal, Canada. My mom is an evangelist. Like, I used to work on staff at a church, at a mega church down in South Florida. I've seen and heard it all. And there was a moment in my life where I had to find my faith for myself. Like, I had to find God for myself. Because let church folks tell it, you're demonic, you're gonna go to hell for every little thing you do. Like, there's no forgiveness. God is like, they're so stuck in you know, I'm kind of educated a little bit on the book on Mormons, but I know, like, in Christianity, I feel like a lot of Christians are so stuck in the First Testament. Like, it's like the Old Testament is all they live by. You would think like they were never introduced to the red writing in the New Testament. Yeah. Like, it's like they just don't believe in Jesus Christ at all. Like, they'll say it, but their values are so Old Testament. It's so MAGA. Like, MAGA is so Old Testament coded.
Yeah, damnation and just like the evilness of But you know, like, I think as times change, I think our millennial generation, like, we have really started to create different ideas for ourselves. And I think a lot of the generations before us, maybe Gen X falls into us too, but like boomers and back, like, they feel very wronged by the idea that, like, everything they believed, like everything that they were taught, everything that they were indoctrined into isn't necessarily the only way or isn't the right way at all to do any of life. And Mormonism indoctrinates so many people, especially so many vulnerable people.
Yeah.
And indoctrinates them into this world that is just not real to me.
Yeah.
And I think what Muzzy's dealing with, I think you said it perfectly. Like, Bronwyn is living a life so anti what she taught her to do.
Yeah.
And has further success than Muzzy ever dreamed of. Like, I want to ask Muzzy, like, what did you want to do? Like, what was your dream when you were a kid?
No,
not after you got baptized. Like, I'm talking about, like, when you were a kid. Yeah. What did you want to do, and did you do it?
Right. And you know what? A lot of times, I feel like if you were to, like, for instance, I feel like if you were to ask Muzzy that, she wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah,
she wouldn't even be able to tell you because her life was Mormon down. Like, when I look at my upbringing, my mom always encouraged me to sing in church. You know, I always wanted to sing, and it's like, no, but sing in church. Sing for the Lord. Sing for Jesus.
Right.
You know, the Bible, yes, that's the book for me. Not that Whitney Houston shit you singing. No. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I mean? And so I think when mothers who have been indoctrinated into these religions that are so anti-women, anti-women, anti-women's rights, anti-women having autonomy, and then you have a daughter who just is living in the world that she's creating, and you see her just like flourish. That is a dagger, because it's like, oh, I didn't know that I could make these decisions, or I could make mistakes, or, you know, I could fall and still get up. But here come this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, it's crazy. It's jealousy. It's envy. Yep. It's jealousy. It's envy. How do you, as a grandmother, how do you open up your mouth and even say something like that? How do you open
your
your
mouth?
That's
your granddaughter.
That's your
You're speaking on her. Yeah.
That's your grandbaby. Of course, my grandbaby would never be in foster care. That's not even a discussion. What are we talking about? And then you're acting as if Bronwyn wasn't going to work. That lady was going to work. That's where she met Tom at. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's
sad. It's disgusting.
It really is. And the way
she was saying it too, like, very much, yeah, well, did you think about me and the life that I had to live because you had a daughter?
She thought she spilled. She was like, I just said some truth here for you today. Take this word. And Bronwyn said to me, like, you realize that, I think what she wanted to say was like, you realize there's a camera there and there's a mic on you. They will use this forever. And it's not. And Bronwyn's like, it's not making me look bad. It's not making my daughter look bad. It's making you look terrible.
It's you. It's you. So I already had to deal with this other family. And I had to deal with you treating me this way. So yeah, I think that Bronwyn, girl, she's one of God's strongest soldiers, because this was a hard like, as I was watching it, I felt like ooh, like it was like, damn, like every time she opened up her mouth, I was like, oh, it gets worse.
It's crazy.
It gets worse. Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, Todd is an interesting person, and he's going to see this scene or hear about, like, and he's going to say, and that's a wrap on Muzzy. Because here's the thing, Todd has the money.
One thing about Todd, too, is like, I feel like last season, people really didn't digest him well. But I know what kind of guy that is. He's a very no-nonsense type of dude. Like, hey, we doing this show, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not with the fuck shit. I'm not with the fuck shit. And I feel like Bronwyn, she needs a husband like that. Like, yes, there's times when there's like little awkward moments between them two, but I really hope she doesn't let this show rock the boat with her marriage. Like, girl, do not lose your husband over this show, please.
I don't think she will. I don't. I think Todd's delivery is nightmarish, but I also think just in the confines of the show, it all comes across much worse than I think it actually is, just because it's a show.
Yeah. And husbands don't look great on these shows. Let's just be honest.
Like, for instance, on Atlanta, Charles Oakley has a very messy delivery on everything. He won't even say he loves his wife on camera. No, but you kind of do get he is loving to her when the cameras go down, you know?
Yeah.
But he just can't seem to find a way on camera to make it seem
No.
like he's a decent husband.
I'm going to embarrass you. Every time these cameras go up, I'm going to make you look like you dumb and I don't like you. Like, it's
Wait, now
just weird.
speaking of Atlanta, did you see the news that Portia is, I guess, dating a woman?
I said, no.
You know, isn't that interesting?
Not my Cassie sister swimming in cooch. What's going on, Portia?
I think we all kind of saw this coming, I think. And I'm happy she's leaning into it.
I honestly, I think Portia Williams, you know what's crazy? I was blessed to go to her wedding. Her wedding was magical. Like, I remember when she came
down the aisle. Unreal. In person, it even looked even more unrealer. Like, she just looked like a being from outer space. She didn't even look real to me. And I just remember her and Simon just looking so in love. I would never think like this, like things would get here so fast. But I think Portia is probably in a season of her life where she's like, you know what? Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm going to try everything. I'm down to the buffet now. So bring on the cooch, bring on the zick, bring it all up. What we doing? Are we mixing the two up? We're going to do two at a time. What we doing? Like, I think she's just like, bring it on, child. I've had it all. I've been married, been divorced. I don't care. Now I'm just going to have fun. I think after a man just does what Simon did to her, some good lesbian sex will do a body good, I think. I think it'll really get her together. I think she's going to be, think about her and Simon move quick. With a woman, it's going to move quicker. So fast.
No, that's the thing. And then let me tell you, Cancer girlies, we move fast.
So Cancer is my rising. So like I deeply identify as Cancer. I'm Sag, Cancer, Sag. I'm Sagittarius sun.
I love Sag down.
See, I love Cancer. It's why we vibe, I think, because like we just get each other's. Yeah, I feel like Cancers and Sages, we can. This whole hour we've been chatting is like hee hee ha ha, and then we like really wax poetic on the most like sensitive moment, and then we just forge ahead because that's what you got to do.
Exactly. But no, I've never been blessed to have lesbian sex. I thought about it, and then my man came into my life.
And I haven't either.
Right. So I didn't get to dive on in, but I will say I think that there were some videos that were released with Portia and this supposed woman that she's with. And she looked very smiley and very, very cheeky, very rose in the cheeks. So I guess we'll see. I hope we get to see this play out on the show. I'm excited. Because this last season, Portia, and I love Portia down, it wasn't a good season for my sister.
I think she just had a lot of boundaries, unfortunately. Like that she didn't even set for herself. Like that Simon set for her, and I just think that she was kind of struggling, and then the Shamia stuff just did not work. It did not land right. No one wants to see a friendship fall apart. Like it was tough stuff.
It didn't work for neither of them. So I think Shamia, I hope going into this season, girl, you've moved on. Leave Portia alone. Portia, you stay over there, and maybe like maybe 2 years down the road, y'all will get back together. But yeah, I just felt like it was a lot, and I don't want to see it next season. Like, please, let's both of y'all move on, please. I don't want to see this. I don't want to talk about this shit. The shit was very annoying. Watching their whole thing unfold was very annoying.
What are your thoughts on K. Michelle joining?
I love it.
I love it too.
The only thing is, I feel like Pinky was a wild card for me, and I like Pinky.
Oh, wait, is that the other woman joining?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I don't know who that is actually.
She owns Slutty Vegan. It's like a it's a very popular vegan burger franchise that she started. Mm-hmm. I just don't feel like Pinky gives me housewives. Like, I feel like putting Pinky on the show, y'all might as well have just kept Candy. Like, bring Candy back.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I'm seeing Pinky. I think I know who this is because I have been to Slutty Vegan before, I think. Or I know about it. Yeah.
Yeah. She does have a lot of tea, though. She has a lot of scandals when it comes to her workers, not paying her workers, allegedly. Not paying her workers. There's been several lawsuits filed against her by her previous workers. So I think they're probably going to focus on that. And I think her and what's the other girl who joined last season, the waffle lady?
Kelly.
So I think they'll have a little bit of stuff in common.
Because we both don't pay people. and Drew for a matter of fact.
Yeah, y'all three just Drew, I don't want to see Ralph. I love Drew. I just hate that she comes with Ralph.
I know. Wait,
it's so annoying.
Speaking of Drew paying people,
his box head ass. Like, I'm tired of seeing his box head ass on my motherfucking screen.
And he's so fame hungry. He's exhausting. But no, exhausting. Drew just recently posted a video of herself singing. I think like the Shade Room or there's a Bravo Shade Room picked it up because someone commented underneath it said, "Can you please pay me?" Someone she owes money. It's like, can you please pay me?
Oh my God, no.
Yes.
She always has that type of allegation, but she always is like, no, it's not true. She always seems to beat the allegation, but then the allegation comes back. I don't know what's going on with my sister.
It's trouble.
I don't know what's going on with my sister, but I'm excited to see what ATL is going to bring. I think RHOP is really good.
Loving it. Did you watch the premiere?
Absolutely.
It was
Stacey
really
is
good.
She's handling the girls. It's like, damn, Stacey got y'all shook. Like, we've resorted to stank breath allegations. That's what we're doing.
I know, but I have to laugh. I'm sorry. Them talking about her hot breath was hilarious to me.
That just means she's hungry. You know when your breath. You know when you be hungry, your breath be like halitosis. That's just it's hunger. It's hunger.
It's coffee and like. Nothing else. Yeah.
I need my sister to eat more. But and then the whole Wendy thing with Kier, I'm like, girl, what's going all this because she ain't waved to you while she was on stage?
Well, no, Kiarna, I want every bone in my body wants to like her as a housewife, but I just think we've missed the mark here. I don't really know how this is her third season on this television program. She doesn't have. Like, some people don't have star quality for the housewives. It just is. Yeah. They're probably wonderful people. I bet you we would have a great time with Kiarna if we went and got drinks tonight. Like, but I just don't know that she doesn't carry housewifery to me.
I feel the same. I think there's a certain formula. Like, you've got to have something going on, which she has. You have to have the personality, which, like, it doesn't give like read a bitch down. Yeah. It's not giving funny. It's kind of giving, okay, you cool. And then you don't have the husband. Like, your man is corny. He's not coming off good on camera. You know what I mean? Like, Wendy, she has all those things. Like, she has all those things. Then you have Stacey, who, okay, is not married, but Stacey lies. And I love it. Like,
it's so good.
I feel like if you don't have the life, you need to be a liar. You've got to be a liar, and you've got to be able to stand in your lie. And I love that about Stacey. She gonna look you in the eye. She gonna lie to you and be like, "But I didn't lie. Did I lie? So you're focused on my lie? Yes, lie to me, Stacey. I love that. Lie to me with your stank breath. I love it down. Yes.
There are so many holes in this story that her and her husband. The divorce was finalized when they were on the sand beaches of Tulum, and they looked at each other in the eye and said, let's not do this. I'm sorry, it is not true. That did not happen, and you owe that man TJ money. I'm sure of it.
You owe that man money, and your ex-husband is now saving your storyline, okay? But I ain't mad at it. Lie to me.
No, I'm not either. We're talking about it. It's so good. Yeah.
Listen, Housewives to me is about either having the life or lying about having the life. Give me one or the other. And that's the thing that's not working for me when it comes to Kiarna. It's like, you're not giving me nothing. You're just giving me annoying. Like, it's just, you're annoying. So
yeah, and I think that transcends to our Salt Lake City ladies as well. A note for all housewives. If a housewife ever gets to this, like, you just gotta just lean in to whatever it is. And if that's lying, baby, that's your story.
Period.
Well, Jessie, this was so fun. This flew by.
It's
your dream. I'm so happy that we got to connect online and connect here. Tell everyone about where they can listen to you, follow you, all that.
Yes. the Jessie Woo on every platform that is social media. And again, if you want to listen to my podcast, it is Jessa Couple Things on every platform that streams podcasts. And yeah, right now I'm reviewing all the Love is Blindery, and you know, from time to time I'll review like some pop culture stuff. So yeah, follow me on YouTube as well, the Jessie Woo on YouTube as well. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. Have me back, child. Have me
Whenever
back.
you want, babe. You're welcome back anytime. And hit me up when you're in New York. Please, seriously. And listeners, you can follow me at The Tom Hamlet, as you know. And also, most importantly, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on the platform of choice and rate us 5 stars. Rate Jessa Couple Things 5 stars. Those things help us, you know, continue to grow.
Because we are 5-star divas, period.
Yes, that's us. And we will see y'all next time. Say bye to the listeners, Jessie. Bye.
Bye.